Imagine this: you've lived an active, independent life for decades. Walking around the house, running errands, and climbing stairs were once simple, automatic tasks. But now, something has changed. Suddenly, climbing even a few steps feels like scaling a mountain. Your legs feel heavy, your knees shake, and you find yourself gripping the railing tightly, wondering, why do my legs feel so weak? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of seniors around the world experience this same struggle every single day. But here's the shocking truth that many people, even doctors, often overlook: this problem isn't always about getting older. In many cases, the real culprit is one simple, fixable vitamin deficiency. That's right, a single missing nutrient can silently drain your strength, weaken your muscles, and steal your balance without you even realizing it. Recent studies show that certain vitamin deficiencies can speed up muscle loss, weaken bones, and even increase the risk of falls and fractures. And because the early warning signs are so subtle, many seniors don't notice what's happening until it's too late, when climbing stairs becomes a daily battle or, worse, when a dangerous fall occurs. In today's video, we're going to uncover the #1 vitamin deficiency that's secretly making stairs so difficult for seniors. You'll discover the early warning signs your body gives before serious mobility problems begin. How this vitamin directly impacts your muscle strength, energy, and balance. The best foods and habits to boost your levels naturally. And when to talk to your doctor about testing and supplements. This isn't just about improving your physical health. It's about protecting your independence. Because let's be honest, when you lose the ability to climb stairs, you lose more than just strength. You lose freedom, confidence, and sometimes even the ability to live safely in your own home. So, grab a notebook and stay tuned. What you learn today could change your life or the life of someone you love. And before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our expert tips on senior health and longevity. Climbing stairs is something most of us do without even thinking about it, until one day, it suddenly feels incredibly difficult. For many seniors, what was once a simple daily activity becomes a real challenge. Each step feels like a struggle, leaving you breathless, shaky, and frustrated. But why does this happen? Is it simply normal aging, or is there something deeper going on beneath the surface? The truth is, there are several changes happening inside the body as we get older that make climbing stairs harder, and most of these changes are connected to nutrient deficiencies, lifestyle habits, and preventable health issues. One of the biggest factors is muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. Starting around the age of 50, the body naturally begins to lose muscle mass. On average, adults lose about 1 to 2% of their muscle each year after turning 50, and by the time they reach 70, they may have lost up to 30% of their overall strength. The muscles most affected are the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs that you rely on to push yourself upward with each step. When these muscles weaken, climbing stairs starts to feel like lifting a heavy weight, and many seniors describe their legs as feeling heavy, shaky, or like jelly. It's not just the muscles that are affected. Bones also play a major role. With age, bones naturally lose density, and if you have osteoporosis, this process happens even faster. Weak bones lead to pain and stiffness in the hips, knees, and ankles, making stairs even more challenging. This is why many seniors begin to avoid stairs entirely, not just because of discomfort, but because of the very real fear of falling or suffering a fracture. Another factor is balance and coordination. Good balance depends on more than just strong legs. It also requires clear communication between the brain, inner ear, and muscles. As we age, and especially when the body is lacking certain key nutrients, these signals can become slower and weaker, increasing the risk of missteps and falls on the stairs. Finally, there's the issue of energy. Climbing stairs requires quick bursts of cellular energy, known as ATP. As you age, and particularly if you have vitamin deficiencies, your body produces less of this vital energy source. The result? You feel tired and breathless after just a few steps, even if you haven't done much physical activity. These problems don't happen overnight. They build up slowly over the years, and there's one hidden factor that can speed up this decline dramatically: a specific vitamin deficiency. In the next section, we'll reveal the most common deficiency that's quietly weakening muscles, draining energy, and making stair climbing harder than it should be, along with simple steps to fix it. The single most common vitamin deficiency that silently robs seniors of their strength, balance, and ability to climb stairs is vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. You've probably heard of vitamin D in relation to bone health, but what most people don't realize is that it's just as critical for muscle strength, energy, and coordination. When your body doesn't have enough vitamin D, it's like trying to run a machine without fuel. Everything slows down, weakens, and becomes unstable. Vitamin D plays a powerful role in keeping your legs strong and steady. One of its most important jobs is to help your muscles contract properly. Every time you take a step or push yourself up a stair, your muscles need calcium to fire correctly. Vitamin D acts like a traffic director, guiding calcium into the muscle cells at precisely the right moment. Without enough vitamin D, those muscle contractions become weak and uncoordinated. This is why seniors with low vitamin D often feel their legs wobble or shake when climbing stairs, or they experience sudden episodes of leg buckling. Another crucial role of vitamin D is in maintaining bone strength. It helps your body absorb calcium and phosphorus, two essential minerals for building strong, dense bones. Without sufficient vitamin D, even if you consume plenty of calcium through food or supplements, your body can't use it effectively. Over time, this leads to brittle bones, joint pain, and a higher risk of fractures. For seniors, this is especially dangerous because weak bones combined with weak muscles create a perfect storm for falls and injuries. Vitamin D also has a powerful effect on your energy levels. It supports the production of ATP, the tiny units of energy your cells use to power every movement you make. When your vitamin D levels are low, you might feel exhausted even after light activity, like walking across the room or going up a few steps. Many seniors mistake this fatigue for just getting older, but in reality, it's often a sign their body is missing this essential nutrient. Unfortunately, vitamin D deficiency is extremely common, especially among older adults. Studies show that nearly 60% of seniors have insufficient vitamin D levels, and many don't even know it. There are several reasons for this. As you age, your skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Many seniors also spend more time indoors, which further limits their exposure. Certain medications, such as steroids or cholesterol-lowering drugs, can interfere with vitamin D absorption, making the problem worse. People with naturally darker skin tones are at even higher risk because their skin requires more sunlight to produce the same amount of vitamin D as someone with lighter skin. The warning signs of a deficiency can be subtle at first. You might notice persistent leg weakness, ongoing fatigue, frequent muscle cramps, or pain in your hips, knees, or lower back. Some people also experience mood changes, like depression or irritability, and an increased susceptibility to illnesses because vitamin D supports the immune system. If you've been struggling with climbing stairs, feeling unsteady, or experiencing unexplained fatigue, there's a strong chance that low vitamin D levels are at least partly to blame. The good news is that this problem is highly treatable. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how vitamin D works inside your body to rebuild strength and stability, and why fixing this deficiency can feel like flipping a switch from weakness to power. To truly understand why vitamin D is so powerful for your legs, balance, and overall mobility, you need to look at what happens inside your body on a cellular level. Vitamin D isn't just a simple vitamin, it acts more like a hormone that communicates with nearly every cell in your body. When your vitamin D levels are in the healthy range, it switches on a network of genes that control muscle strength, nerve function, and bone remodeling. But when those levels drop, this entire system begins to shut down, leading to weakness, instability, and fatigue. One of the most important ways vitamin D helps is by improving muscle contractions. Your muscles rely on calcium to move smoothly. Think of calcium as the spark that ignites each muscle movement. Vitamin D makes sure that calcium is delivered into the muscle fibers at exactly the right moment. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles can't contract or relax properly, leading to shaky, uncoordinated movements. This is why seniors with low vitamin D often feel like their legs are giving out when they climb stairs or rise from a chair. Vitamin D also plays a critical role in bone health. Each time you take a step, especially when going up or down stairs, you place stress on your hips, knees, and ankles. Vitamin D works with calcium and phosphorus to strengthen your bones from the inside out, making them more resilient. When your bones are strong, you can climb stairs with confidence instead of worrying about pain or fractures. But it doesn't stop there. Vitamin D is also connected to balance and coordination. Your brain, inner ear, and muscles must communicate perfectly to keep you steady. Vitamin D receptors are found in these areas, and when your levels are optimal, your brain sends quick, clear signals to your muscles, helping you stay balanced. Low levels, on the other hand, create slower reflexes and delayed responses, increasing the risk of slips and falls. Another benefit of vitamin D is its ability to reduce inflammation in the joints and muscles. Chronic inflammation can cause stiffness, swelling, and pain, making every step uncomfortable. With enough vitamin D, this inflammation decreases, resulting in smoother, pain-free movement. When seniors raise their vitamin D levels, studies show they experience up to 30% more leg strength in just a few months, along with better balance and fewer falls. It's like flipping a switch inside your body, from weak and wobbly to strong, stable, and energized. By restoring this vital nutrient, you can rebuild the foundation for strength and mobility, giving you the power to climb stairs with ease again. Now that you understand how critical vitamin D is for muscle strength, balance, and overall mobility, the next question is, how do you actually boost your vitamin D levels naturally? The good news is, there are several safe and effective ways to do this through sunlight, food, and supplements. When combined, these strategies can help restore your strength and energy, making climbing stairs and moving around so much easier. The first and most natural way to get vitamin D is through sunlight exposure. Your skin has the amazing ability to produce vitamin D when it's exposed to direct sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of midday sun, 3 to 4 times per week, can make a huge difference in your vitamin D levels. Try to expose larger areas of skin, like your arms and legs, instead of just your face or hands. The best time to do this is around noon, when the sun is at its highest point. If you live in a northern climate or it's winter, you might need a little extra time outdoors. However, always be careful not to overdo it. You don't need to tan or burn to get the benefits. Even a short daily walk outside can do wonders for your vitamin D production while also improving circulation and mood. The second strategy is to focus on vitamin D-rich foods. While food alone may not give you enough vitamin D, it's still an important part of the puzzle. Some of the best natural sources include fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, tuna, and sardines. These fish are packed with vitamin D and also contain omega-3 fatty acids, which fight inflammation and support heart and joint health. Other good options include egg yolks, beef liver, and fortified foods like milk, orange juice, and certain breakfast cereals. Even mushrooms exposed to sunlight contain some vitamin D. To get the most benefit, try to include these foods regularly in your meals. Also, pair them with healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, or avocado to improve absorption, since vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. For many seniors, sunlight and diet alone aren't enough, especially if you've been deficient for a long time. That's where supplements come in. Vitamin D supplements are safe and effective when used correctly. Most experts recommend 800 to 2000 IU per day, but the exact amount depends on your current vitamin D level, which is why it's best to get a blood test first. Supplements are available in two main forms, D2 and D3. Vitamin D3 is usually more effective for raising blood levels and is the preferred choice. Some supplements also combine vitamin D with calcium, which provides extra support for bone health. Here's a powerful tip: pair vitamin D with magnesium. Magnesium helps your body activate vitamin D so it can do its job properly. Foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and dark chocolate are great sources of magnesium. If you're low in magnesium, even taking vitamin D supplements might not work as effectively. By combining sunlight, vitamin D-rich foods, and supplements when needed, you can steadily raise your levels to a healthy range. This will help rebuild muscle strength, stabilize your balance, and restore your confidence when climbing stairs or simply moving around your home. With consistent effort, you'll notice more energy, less pain, and a stronger, more stable body that supports you every step of the way. To truly understand the power of vitamin D, let's look at some real-life success stories of seniors who struggled with mobility and weakness, and how addressing this single deficiency completely changed their lives. Mary, a 72-year-old grandmother, used to dread the staircase in her home. Each time she climbed the steps, her legs would shake, and she had to stop halfway to catch her breath. She started avoiding going upstairs altogether, which made her feel trapped in her own home. One day, during a routine checkup, her doctor tested her vitamin D levels and found they were extremely low. He prescribed a simple vitamin D3 supplement and encouraged her to get more sunlight each week. Within just 8 weeks, Mary noticed a dramatic change. She could climb the stairs without stopping, her balance improved, and, most importantly, her fear of falling started to fade away. Today, she walks confidently around her home and even takes daily walks with her grandchildren. Then there's Robert, a 68-year-old retiree who experienced frequent falls and constant fatigue. He believed his problem was his knees and even considered surgery. But his doctor decided to test his vitamin D levels first and discovered they were dangerously low, below 20 nanograms per milliliter. Robert began taking a daily vitamin D3 supplement, added salmon and eggs to his diet, and spent a few minutes in the sun each morning. In just 3 months, he reported significantly stronger legs, better stamina, and 0 falls. Even his joint pain decreased, and he no longer felt exhausted after short walks. These stories are proof that sometimes the solution isn't a complicated treatment or invasive surgery, it's as simple as giving your body the nutrients it desperately needs. By fixing a hidden deficiency, many seniors can regain their strength, balance, and independence, allowing them to live life to the fullest again. Before you start taking supplements or making big changes to your routine, it's very important to know your current vitamin D levels. The best way to do this is by asking your doctor for a simple blood test called the 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. This test will tell you exactly how much vitamin D is in your body and help determine whether you're in the healthy range or severely deficient. For most adults, the optimal range is between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter. If your level is below 20 nanograms per milliliter, it's considered a severe deficiency, and you'll need a higher, carefully monitored dose of vitamin D to bring it back to normal. Never guess your dosage, as taking too much vitamin D over time can lead to problems like kidney stones or high calcium levels in the blood. There are certain situations where seeing a doctor is especially important. If you've been experiencing persistent leg weakness, frequent muscle cramps, or unexplained fatigue, don't ignore these signs. You should also get tested if you have osteoporosis, frequent fractures, chronic kidney or liver issues, or if you take medications like steroids or cholesterol-lowering drugs, as these can interfere with vitamin D absorption. Your doctor can create a personalized plan based on your results, which may include dietary changes, safe sunlight exposure, and the right supplement dosage. Regular follow-up tests are also helpful to track your progress and ensure your levels stay in a healthy range. Taking this step now can prevent future complications, restore your strength, and help you climb stairs, and live life with confidence again. Climbing stairs should never feel like a battle you can't win. If you've been struggling with weakness, fatigue, or fear of falling, it's important to understand that this is not just a normal part of aging. In many cases, the root cause is something simple and fixable, a hidden vitamin D deficiency that has been quietly draining your strength, balance, and energy for years. Vitamin D plays a vital role in keeping your muscles strong, your bones resilient, and your reflexes sharp. When your levels are too low, every movement feels harder, your risk of falls increases, and even basic activities like walking up a flight of stairs can feel overwhelming. The good news is that you have the power to turn this around. By getting tested, spending a little time in the sun, eating vitamin D-rich foods, and supplementing when needed, you can rebuild your body's foundation for strength and stability. Imagine a future where you no longer have to fear falling, where you can confidently climb stairs, take walks, and enjoy time with your loved ones, all because you gave your body the nutrients it needed. This isn't just about physical health. It's about regaining your independence, confidence, and quality of life. So here's your next step: schedule a vitamin D test with your doctor, start adding sunlight and nutrient-rich foods to your routine, and follow a plan to raise your levels safely. Your journey to stronger legs and a safer, more active life begins today. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll not only stay informed about vital senior health tips but also help others discover solutions that could change their lives. Remember, small actions today can lead to a stronger, healthier tomorrow.